Hello, my name is Brian, and I'm going to teach a lesson on chord inversions on the ukulele. Now, this is a continuation of my previous video on an intro to jazz ukulele with minor 7 chords. So if you haven't seen that, I recommend going to watch that, and this lesson will build upon the minor 7 chord. So let's talk about inversions, and let me give you a quick demo. If you're an instrumentalist and you want to outline the melody of a song while also playing the chords, okay? So I'm going to use Moondance by Morrison, the chorus, and here's how that would sound with inversions, okay? Okay, so that's how to use an inversion if you're playing the melody. Let's now talk about what an inversion is. Okay, if we were to outline a minor 7 chord, it sounds like this, right? And you don't have to know music theory. I'm just gonna quickly call it out. It's the root, 3, 5, 7 root. An inversion would be, right? And if we keep going up, right? So if you were to play that as a chord, then it would sound like that, and then these 4 chords are all you need to know about playing inversions on the ukulele. There's only 4 shapes, and they always connect to each other in the same way. So now I'm going to try this thing where I split screen this, and I'm going to keep the ukulele here, and I'm going to put up some chords. This is going to be the A minor 7 and the D minor 7. So the way that I've drawn this diagram is that the A string in the diagram is on the top, right? So it's as if you're looking down on your fretboard. If you're looking at my ukulele, then of course the A string is on the bottom. So just keep that in mind. Hopefully you don't get confused. But if you can focus on the diagram, take a look at how the shapes are related to each other, okay? For instance, we're gonna go from the blue A minor 7 to the green A minor 7 to the yellow, right? And I'm gonna stop there, and let's look at now the D minor 7 blue shape to the green to the yellow, right? What you're noticing is that the relationship between the blue shape and the green shape is identical for the A minor 7 and for the D minor 7, right? It goes like that, or in D minor, right? And likewise with between the green and the yellow, right? Okay? So what I'm showing here is that regardless of the chord you're playing, the relationship between the inversions is the same, right? So that's how you kind of look at the frets, the fretboard horizontally, right? Knowing that A minor 7 shapes are like that, and then when you are switching to the D minor, then it kind of swings around, and that shape here starts here for the D minor 7, right? So that's the layout of the inversions. Now the way to start playing this is to stay within one section of the fretboard and just switch between the different shapes, okay? Let's take the chorus to Moondance, which is D minor 7 to A minor 7, right? And we're gonna switch between those 2 chords, but we're gonna change which shape we switch between. So let's start with the red D minor 7, go to the blue A minor 7, the red D minor 7 to the green A minor 7, right? Right? Let's try the blue D minor 7 to the yellow A minor 7, the green D minor 7 to the red. Okay, so what I've just shown is that you can switch between two chords and stay in the same part of the fretboard, right? And that's what makes for kind of an easier time. It makes it easier on the listener. It's in jazz they call it voice leading, because you're just leading the listener by making as few movements as possible. All right. For example, if I were to go from the green D minor 7, the least movement possible, I could move down to the A minor 7 here, right? And that's a very nice and easy to listen to movement between the D minor 7 to A minor 7, right? Similarly, I could go from D minor 7 here, right? And that's a good practice when you're playing jazz, and when you're playing these kind of inversions and kind of staying in one part of the fretboard. Is you want to be able to quickly move between. You want to move just with small movements each time. How do you use this? Well, one way to practice this is to push yourself to play this, to switch between two chords, 4 strums each, and try to play it in a different part of the fretboard and make your way up and down, okay? So let me give you an example. It's gonna be D minor 7, A minor 7, D minor 7, A minor 7. Okay. So I hope that helps, and it clears up kind of how to use inversions, how to move up and down the fretboard, how to start exploring new sounds on the ukulele. So if you have questions, leave them in the comments below, and I'll continue making videos. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time.